WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Welcome to 107.9 FM. This is Daylight with Kaylee,
Yutikaa, Ishika,
Eliana.
and we're in here. We're ready to do just a little improvised show. Nothing too special. We have a new engineer on the board. It's Sophie, and she's a broadcast writer. And on log, we actually have Miguel. So a new thing, definitely just a for the day thing. But how was the weekend? It's Monday.
My weekend was great. I loved it. It was beautiful weather, beautiful people. Life is amazing.
What you? I have a chem test, so that's kinda.
It's so sad that you always have a test or something.
Right? I mean, she's a junior. We went through that too.
Not me. It's like, no, I did.
Yeah, my weekend was really good. I had my friend's suite on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. JV also won their lacrosse game, which kind of slays.
Congrats.
And then I made bread and finished my garden. So very productive weekend.
Bread, just normal bread, right?
Flatbread this time.
Ooh.
Wow.
You like need to send us pictures or something.
Yeah, I have extra dough, so maybe I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm glad we all had our different weekends, even though we had a test. And we will be right back.
Just keep vibing, just keep listening, vibing, listening. What do? You tune into 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction, and you're guaranteed to vibe for life.
Welcome back to the Divine 107.9. Now we have our favorite bit, honestly my favorite bit, I don't know about you guys. It's debatable. So our first topic to debate is actually what is the best pizza topping?
Okay, this is gonna be controversial, I think. The best pizza toppings are either 1, green peppers, or 2, tomatoes.
Oh.
And my dad, I remember when I was younger, he got really irritated because he was like, oh, do you want any toppings on the pizza? And I was like, can we get tomatoes? And he's like, there's already tomato sauce. But the thing is that it adds like a different texture of tomato.
Oh, I agree with green peppers. My other favorite is mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
I like
I love
mushrooms a lot.
mushrooms.
Like people who go like, I hate mushrooms because they're so like, they have such a bad texture. Like I hate those. Like
What's the best texture?
I
It is
love
the best
mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love mushrooms. I used to think it made a pizza, but I won't say that it's the best topping. I will say it's pineapple.
No.
Yeah. I think
No, I can't
pineapple.
agree
I
with
agree.
that.
I love pineapple.
No, here's the thing. It like adds a nice flavor profile to the whole
It's too
pizza.
tangy. I don't know. It's just like.
Well, it depends on what pineapple you get on that day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I actually agree with that. I think in very specific situations, like at summer camp, pineapple pizza was a huge thing. So I think for that, it's similar.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Next one. What's more important, being good looking or being smart?
Smart.
Smart.
100%.
Smart?
Smart gets you the money.
I think smart gets you the money, but good looking can sometimes,
Get you the money too.
yeah.
That's true.
But I think that just smart is just always the way to go because listen, you need to have certain skills, and I think just being good looking does not like
Make your
qualify
whole
for
personality.
yeah, exactly. It means like what if that fails? You know what I'm saying? Like what if
I
good
think
looks don't last forever?
You're right. Good looks get you in the door most of the time, but
yeah.
then smartness keeps you like there, solid.
Exactly. So that's our opinion on pizza versus good looking, I guess. We'll be right back on the Great 108 after this quick break.
Congratulations! You just won $107.9.
1079? What?
107.9 FM WWPH.
In Princeton Junction. I don't need money when I have 107.9 FM.
Mr. Sullivan, I was absent for all of last week. I noticed. When do you want to make up the quiz? I was hoping that we just let this unit slide. Okay, it is your responsibility to complete all assignments within a reasonable period of time. But how long am I going to get to make it up? Don't worry. School rules require that I give you time equal to the time you were out of class.
This has been a message brought to you by 107.9 FM WWPH Princeton Junction.
Welcome back to Great 108. So, our topic today is...
Oh, Taylor Swift's music and whether she owns it. So there's like this entire drama where Taylor Swift owned her music through Big Machines, and then Big Machines sold her music off to Scooter Braun, where he would like without her consent. Like she literally did not know they were gonna sell her music. So all of her albums, like I think there are 7 albums which they own by her, and so they make profit out of her money, like her music. So now she's releasing songs that are Taylor's version. That means they belong to her, and she like owns them. So she has Red, which she owns, and then she's coming out with Speak Now, and then Evermore and Things are albums she owns. But I think after Speak Now, there's a controversy where she's gonna do 1989. So we shall see.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting issue that was happening because obviously, I mean, there was something in the fine print that must have happened where she wasn't able to own the music that she was producing. But the other thing with it is that these big corporations were obviously taking such advantage of her because I don't know if everyone remembers, but she was really, really young when she started producing music. Like, I think her first album, she was maybe 13 or around that age, maybe a little older. So these big corporations, and she was with a lot of them from the beginning. So they clearly were taking advantage of her. And the good thing is that she has such a strong fan base that a lot of her Taylor's version are getting a lot more listens than the other ones now. But it is just like you have to think about how much money that was taken away from her just because of these songs.
I mean, it's not only that. Like, obviously Taylor Swift is a big artist, but like think about the small artists who want to own their music. Like, think about how like it's unfair for them because they don't get their money for like they don't get every single money they deserve, and the big companies are taking it to get even bigger. So it's kind of like that.
I think that companies should start looking out for their clients. Like, I feel like so much times they just fail to realize that if they have good association with these people, then, you know, they can get more because they'll have positive experiences, and then people will want to be with their label.
That's true.
Yeah, that's just good business.
But unfortunately, that's not the reality. Because everyone's out for the money. That's all the big goal is nowadays, and it's a sad reality because it's sad that our world, we always hear messages of how we have to come together, unite, but we hear these stories and we're like, okay, this is not a step closer to uniting. So,
and it's the fact that these stories, we would like to think that it's so rare, but it's so common.
Exactly.
It's only the bigger ones that get talked about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, and even relates back, like, if you think about, like, Shein products, too, if we're going outside of the music world, because it happens a lot in the music world, but honestly, any sort of artistry, and now with AI, too, like, there's going to be a whole lot of issues, copyright issues, and problems with people's work getting stolen and miscredited, so it's going to be a really scary couple of, who knows how long, years maybe, before we get this figured out.
Exactly, and I mean, it's like the situation with ChatGPT, right? So much of it can take away from people's, whether it's creativity or just like schoolwork. Like, it's becoming an epidemic. Like, there was literally a student in class who was so obsessed with it. Just one day she just got obsessed with it and was just generating a bunch of things that was supposed to be like, you know, a student sits and uses their brain and gets churning and comes up with the ideas on their own that they're proud of, but it was just ChatGPT, here's the prompt, give me something back. And I think it takes away from the experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you're not learning anything and you're not growing as a person.
I feel like so much of our lives are going to become like computer.
That's the issue. What point do we become cyborgs, honestly?
Honestly, I mean, it's not going to happen soon, but we're we're
every day.
Path. Yeah, we're on the path, exactly. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Are you bored?
I'm so bored.
Don't worry, we got you. Listen to 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Get your fix of music on the great 108, 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
107.9 WWPH. Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good afternoon. This is Connor and Dilla with the 107.9 FM Roundup Flash for Monday, May 8th, 2023. Dismissed principal of Princeton High Schools has set a request for a Donaldson hearing in order to be reinstated. Frank Chismo is expected to be renewed as the principal as his lawyers have strong evidence.
Investigations regarding the fire in Maple Shades Fox Meadows apartment complex continues. There has been one confirmed death with over 20 families displaced.
Police agents are investigating whether the Alvin, Texas shooter had a motive regarding white supremacy. Mauricio Garcia had a patch on his chest that had an acronym that stood for Right-Wing Death Squad when he killed 8 people in a shopping mall.
Afghanistan's Taliban is being criticized by the UN for their public executions and stonings. After almost 350 people were flogged in public in 6 months and public laws regarding restrictions on women, Taliban defended themselves with Islamic law and their interpretation of it.
Prince's men's lacrosse managed to break their disheartening losing streak by winning against Penn. They had previously suffered 3 devastating overtime losses against Penn, Cornell, and Yale.
The Los Angeles Lakers advanced in the NBA playoffs after winning 127 against 97 against the Golden State Warriors. Fans look forward to the Game 4, which will be tonight in Los Angeles at 10 p.m.
The United Kingdom kickstarts international excitement in Liverpool as they are hosting this year's Eurovision. The contest will start on Tuesday, May 9th and end on Saturday, May 13th, and it will be featuring 37 countries and songs.
It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Make sure to thank your teachers for their hard work. Teachers, make sure to use your discounts from many big companies such as Samsung, Adobe, and Lenovo.
Seniors of High School South can celebrate their plans after high school by filling out a graduation cap. In the counseling office, seniors can fill out a cap to show off their post-high school plans.
Several trains, including Northeast Corridor, are on alert after a Penn Station track condition. There are delays on New Jersey Turnpike northbound near exit 8A near South Brunswick, and there is a crash on New Jersey Turnpike northbound against Edison. There are all lanes open as of now.
Today is 71 and sunny. Tonight will be cloudy with a 52. Tomorrow is a bit cooler with 61 with a high chance of rain, and the rest of the week looks warm with 70s and slight clouds. This has been Dylan and Connor with the 107.9 FM Random Flash for Monday, May 8th, 2023.
Hey, Curious George. You seem sad. What's the matter? Well, I'm just too curious. Where does someone who loves knowledge as much as I do find the best news, current events, music, and sports? Oh, no need to worry about all that. Nighttime in the Morning on 107.9 FM has amazing coverage of all the important topics you'll need in order to make that curiosity go away. Nice! I'm really excited. I can't wait to start listening. Tune in to Nighttime in the Morning on 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Look no further than Nighttime in the Morning for your daily morning show. Listen to Julian, Brenda, and Tony dig deep into the world's current events, their favorite foods and movies, and of course, conquer Wordle every single day. It's Nighttime in the Morning, only on 107.9 FM WWPH Princeton Junction. Catch them tomorrow at 7:40 a.m.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Visit adoptuskids.org for more information.
Oh my goodness, did you hear the news about that celebrity?
Yeah, I was listening to 107.9. Their pop culture coverage is awesome.
I know, that's why it's my first preset in my Volkswagen Beetle.
Welcome back to 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction. It is daylight. I think we're very impromptu today, but it was still entertaining to say the least.
It was the show.
Definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I had a good time. So
I had fun talking about Taylor Swift, so
I know.
I'm always down for talking to Taylor Swift.
I know you are, honestly.
She got so excited when she's like, oh, Taylor Swift, yes, I'm in, I'm down.
You had so much to say.
Yeah, like
Wait,
my
how did you?
dress.
What was the first song you discovered Taylor Swift on?
My first song, it was Wildest Dreams.
Oh, wait, that's so true. I remember the Wildest Dreams era, and also like Katy Perry's. That was like when Katy Perry was big. She had like Roar.
I know.
And, Dark Horse.
Literally, Roar was my song. Like, I used to play that every day on the new TV that we just got, and my dad and I would just be like singing, and it came out around my birthday too, which was crazy.
That's so funny because my dad knows every single word to Wildest Dreams and Blank Space.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Blank Space. No, what is it like? Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
I don't like that song.
My whole family loved that song. We used to watch that. We used to watch Justin Bieber. He had 2 songs that came out too. No, it's older song like what is it? It's like
sing it.
It's the one where it was all the girls dancing.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast?
No. Sorry. Sorry, and there was another one that came out
What Do You Mean?
What Do You Mean? Yes. And we were obsessed with those 2. There was another one. Yeah, we're obsessed. Just, totally great.
Like, I think it's funny though because it had 7-year-old me singing, and if I've been wronged by so many people, I'm like, Eliana, like you don't know.
All these breakup songs and love songs, and we have no idea what love is. Like, it's hilarious. I think music does that. Like, we don't really realize the messages in songs until we grow up and we like have experiences, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's so true, because sometimes I'll listen to breakup songs and I'll go through them like, oh my god, and then I realize like, bro, I've never been through a breakup. Like, why am I feeling these emotions?
That's what music does. It's a universal language.
Oh, it so is. And that's why we have Turn Up Tuesdays, right? To connect with people, you know?
Oh yeah, I've got something planned for tomorrow. Although, I just have a side note because you said universal language. I went to Iceland this November. And something I thought was really interesting is that we passed by this pub and they were singing, and we were like, oh, okay, let's hop in and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they were singing the Beatles in English. None of them could speak English. And it's so interesting because they knew every single word, but they didn't know how to speak English.
I feel like that's like China and Japan. They love Nicki Minaj, but not a lot of them speak English, which is crazy. I think there's a lot of music like that's like that. Like, I don't really fully understand Spanish, but I know a lot of Spanish songs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or K-pop for that matter too.
Very true.
Yeah. Well, that's our take on music, Taylor Swift, food, a bunch of different things. We'll be back tomorrow with Eliana's show, where you could turn up with her and hear that special segment coming up. Yutikaa and I will be filming, so
But it'll be me and Eliana.
Yes,
so.
that's true.
Yeah. Fun in place.
A future generation team.
I know.
Because we'll be leaving soon, Kaylee and I.
Very, very soon. The clock is ticking, and honestly, we're excited.
Yeah.
But sad at the same time to leave you guys. But we're
New
handing
world.
the mics over to you.
That's a lot of responsibility.
I think you guys got it.
You got it. We believe in you guys. Not the time for inspirational talk about us leaving yet, because I will be bawling my eyes out. Physically prepare, like bring in 17 boxes of tissues. Make sure you guys have
17
shades to like cut. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it too specific?
No, I'm just like, it's interesting that it's 17.
Okay.
You could bring like 23 boxes because your class is 2023.
Oh my gosh, yes, please bring 23 boxes and make it into the shape of a 23 as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just be prepared to dry my tears so I can blow my nose, bring glasses, bring shades for me to cover my puffy eyes. Like, I'm going to be wrecked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yutikaa is so tired.
Yeah, I'm always wrecked, so it's not a big deal.
All right, catch us tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to Daylight. Goodbye.